Hello children, today in science we are going to discuss the chapter body movements. So first of all, in this chapter we are going to study about locomotion and what is the importance of studying body movements, then importance of locomotion and skeletal system and its parts, joints and their types, muscular system and locomotion in different animals. For example, earthworms, snails, cockroaches, fish, birds, snakes, etc. Now, first of all, let's discuss that why we are studying about the body movements. As you know that we can jump from one place to another, move from one place to another. Now, when we are moving from one place to another, for example, if we are walking from our home to our school or market, or even when we are running while playing, or maybe to move from one place to another, our hands, legs, and waist, neck, etc. So many body parts, they are moving continuously. Even when we are sitting and writing, our fingers are moving, or maybe our other body parts like our neck or head that might be moving. So, what is movement? Movement is the act of moving or changing the position or posture. If you are standing and moving your neck, that is change in posture. When you are sitting and working, then also you may not move from one place to another, but there will be continuous change in your posture. While sleeping, also, we change our posture. Now, there is another term, locomotion. Now, locomotion is often considered similar to movement, but it is not so. Locomotion is the movement causing a change of place from one location to another. This involves the movement of the entire organism, not the part of it. Now, let us understand this with the help of an example. For example, in plants, plants are moving with air or they are moving according to the source of light, that is, they show phototropism, that is, bending of the plant towards the source of light. And even in the touch me not plant, when we touch it, it shows movement, that is, the leaves they start folding inwards. But this may not be called as locomotion. So, in this way, we can say that plants they show movement, but they do not show locomotion. Now, when we talk about human beings or animals, so they show locomotion, that is, moving their body parts, and that is causing a change in position of the entire organism. Now, let's say if you're sitting at one place and writing or studying or doing some work sitting at one place, it will not be considered as locomotion. This is only the movement. But if you're jumping from one place to the other, or maybe walking or running from one place to the other, that is causing the change in the position of the entire organism, then it will be considered as locomotion. Now let us talk about the differences between locomotion and movement. Now, movement is when the living organism moves a body part or parts to bring without a change in the position of the organism. Locomotion is when the movement of a part of the body leads to change in the position or location of the organism. Now, both of these are brought about by the joint efforts of the skeletal and muscular systems, you can say, which we will study about later in this chapter. Movement is seen in both vertebrates and invertebrates. Now, a question may arise in your mind that whether the organs for locomotion are different from the organs of movement. So it is not really necessary that the locomotory organs need to be different from those affecting movements. Let us say when we consider legs and toes, if I am moving my toes or feet sitting or standing at one place, that is movement. But when I will move from one place to another, my whole leg, including thighs, knees, calf, feet, toes, everything has to work. Now let us talk about movement in animals. So we know that animals, including the human beings, they can move standing at one place or sitting at one place, and even for locomotion, that is changing their position. So, human beings, mammals, and terrestrial animals, they have limbs to move. Hind limbs, forelimbs, or hands or legs. They help them in movement. And then, if we talk about fish, then they have fins or tails for helping them in movement. Birds have wings to fly and legs to move on ground. Frogs hop with the help of their limbs. Babies who cannot stand or move on their own, they use their hands and legs for crawling. Some animals, such as the snake, earthworms, snails, they do not have limbs and they move with the help of their lower body portion. For example, movement of snake is called slithering, that is sliding its body in form of waves, as you can see in the picture also. Then lizards also, they creep, and snails and earthworms, they crawl. Now we will talk in detail about movement in human beings in our next video.